today we have a screenshot like this here. So let me just go to InDesign. Yeah, you should have that too, right? If you have I don't know about the people on Zoom, but hopefully they have. So at the same time, what I'm gonna do is imagine I'm gonna find some materials for my I guess the goal for today is we're trying to create a poster, like design poster. You see here? How people do design poster here? That's basically what people do, right? Poster. So we're trying to do something like this today, okay? Before we start, we need to gather some materials. I just, search landscape design plan. You can do plan. And right click, save image as. And I just saved to downloads. So this is a plan. I just saved several, like 4 photos. Plan and section. It doesn't have to be related. We just get some random materials. Okay, so we will have a feel on it. Section. Perfect. And perspective. So for perspective, I probably something like this. Perspective. Well, this is about landscape architecture, but a lot of you are in planning, right? You have drawings too. So, and sometimes you do boards. So for perspective, I will download 2. So perspective 2. Okay, so then to start with, we will have a folder. Basically, I have these 4 photos. I have a plan, I have a section, I have perspective, I have perspective 2. So 4 photos. See how that's kind of first thing we do. At the same time, I open InDesign, which is here. Very similar, like the start. Four photos, okay? 4 photos. And you need to download it. Just imagine how you create your own drawing, just you need to download it. Okay, we're good. Yes, yeah. Yeah, 4 photos. Section, 1 section, 1 plan, 2 perspective. Oh yeah, you probably need to sign in to get InDesign. Okay. Some of you probably need to. Four problems. Good. All right. Then okay, so then what we need to do is we need to have a file. I usually click this new file button. You can also click here more preset. It's just basically a lot of preset. I usually just create a new file. It's pretty much the same thing. You just click the new file over here. Then you will find it, oh, it's very similar with Photoshop when you create new files. So the units is pixel, pixels basically, and we need to change the inches. Let's make it 17 by 11. Orientation landscape. So that's like the 11 by 17. If you guys are landscape, next year you go to construction, all the drawings are 11 by 17 stuff. So yeah, just click here, change here to inches. The width is 17 and the height is 11. Yeah, that's pretty much. And you could create, yeah, you click create. That's pretty much all we need to. And you have a canvas or white. You know, that's pretty much all we have now. So, and you will see we have very few tools. Well, not very few, fewer tools than Photoshop. Like see Photoshop, how many tools we have, right? It's so many tools to remember. Shortcuts, right? Control T, right? Magic wand tool, right? So all those kind of selection, right? Deselection, right? We use Shift and to deselect, use Control to add select, Alt. Right? There's a lot of shortcuts, but this one is pretty straightforward. You just need to remember all those tools. That's all. Okay. So the first one I wanna once you're done, I think the first one we need to make sure the first tool, actually the tool that you probably gonna use a lot is this type tool, because most time poster you already have photos. You just need to add text. That's pretty much. It's like Word, right? So the type tool have two kind of type tool. One is the type on path tool, the other type tool. We just use type tool first. Okay, let's click type tool. Once you click, there's two ways. You can draw box. You click and hold, and you can draw box. You see, I can draw box over here. So see, I can draw box over here. So then I can see a box, and then I can type. You say, campus, or city, plaza, design, concept, presentation. You can do whatever. It just look like your title of your, and then you will find out. Oh, okay. You can see here this character. You can change font. You can change all kind of font emojis. Oh, wow, that's new. You can change all kind of font you want. I like the. I don't know. Yeah, just pick whatever font that you feel like kind of hit with you. So, and then this is the size. See, we're 12. You can make them bigger. So you can make them bigger. You can also if you hold Alt, you can zoom in and zoom out. By the way, if you hold Alt and roll your scroll your middle button, and then you can zoom in and zoom out. And you actually once you hold Alt, you can also click to drag and move. So Alt is like a magic. Here's what I do actually. Sometimes I forgot these kind of shortcuts all the time. Usually, I'm working on something, I just click Control, see what happens. Something happens like this. Okay. Shift, what happens? Nothing happens. But Alt happens. So Control Shift Alt. Usually it has some usage out of it. Okay, so city plaza design concept present. So that's pretty straightforward. It's just easier. Of course, you can do similar things in Photoshop, but it's just easier to do it here, right? And then you can see they have these control bars. You can drag them up and down, things like that. Okay. So that's the first thing I want to do. The next thing is this is not just the actually once you have this already, what we can do is you can hold Alt again. You can click and drag them so they will make a copy split. So then see, I can do my name. See, this is my name. My name is and your name, and you hold Alt and drag it, so they just make a copy of it. And it's the same settings, same font size, and and then what I'm gonna do is, when you make them smaller, it's a little bit smaller. My name is not as important as title. And it's on there. Okay. That's pretty much all the important things I'm doing. I probably want to see the other thing is the box. You see the box is bigger than the text. I probably move the box kind of a little bit tighter, so it's a little bit cleaner. The same thing with my name over here. I make them a little smaller. Okay. So I have two things right now. So that's the first thing usually you do is it's easily to draw text and move text around. Okay, it's kind of really hard to do that in Word, actually, so it's similar like PowerPoint. You can do things, actually imagine this like a PowerPoint, but more powerful version. Okay. And then what you can do is what I do is I select both of them. I can click one and hold Shift to click the other one. That's the first way to do that. You can also draw a box from the bottom to the top. You can select them too. So once you select two of them, what you'll find is you have this. It's called align. And you see, if I click the align, see, I click this, align left edges. See here, what happens? My name disappeared. Because align left, it means the two objects, they will align based on the left edges. If I click, align center, the client center like that, align bottom. So that's what I want. I want to align bottom. Okay. So I Control Z, go back. So this is what I have right now, right? If I click align bottom, you see, see these two objects, even my name is a bit smaller. These two objects is perfectly aligned to the bottom. That's a very important concept. Align is very important because when you create a board, you want everything that's aligned. So once you have align, the next thing we can do is you can also change text. So for example, see this city, right? I have a city here. You can make some like how to say italic. See, I can make this italic. I can make this specific one bold and italic. You can change individual one. You can even change names like the city plaza. I can change the color. See the fill color down here? You can change color to blue. So you can highlight some text using this using this kind of method. Okay. Yeah, just try with different ways. So it's actually pretty powerful. You can change every individual. You cannot do this in Photoshop, actually. I can even make like a one like this eye. I can change to another font if I want. Yeah, the color is in this field. Yeah, you just select the text and this field. Yeah. Perfect. So once this done, we move to another tool. It's called pen tool. See here. This is what we call pen tool. This tool is basically it's like a, I don't know, like Photoshop brush tool, but it's made by points. So if I click one spot, I click the other spot, it will draw a line. That's basically what it is. See, I click, you just draw lines. Straight lines if you want to do straight lines, right? Or you can do curve. You draw curve by you click and drag, and they will have this bar over here. And then I draw then you can see, you can use curve, use these bars to draw a curve. You know, so for example, if I want to create like something in the bottom, right? I start with one point and the other point, and the other point, and then the other point. Just some like a graphical, like a wave kind of thing, right? I just draw some random curve line. See whether or not you can do this. So everybody can do this. Just draw a curve, just random curve in the bottom. Doesn't matter how it looks like, okay? We just want to play with it a little bit. How do you get the bars coming? You just click and drag. See, you click and drag, and click and drag, and click and drag, click and drag. So yeah, did you got it? Nice, nice. Yeah, you guys. So what's cool about this is you can even see, I don't like this curve. You know, this I already draw a curve, but I want to change it. Very easy. You can actually just see there's this direct selection tool. You can actually select it and you click it. You will find out, oh, I can select every individual. You can select every individual bars and you can change them. See that? That's another thing. You can make modifications later. You know how you draw like a perfect smooth curve, right? Like the Nike's logo sign, you know. You can use this direct selection tool. So it's selection and direct selection. It's just to change paths, change those bars. Okay. Yeah. So now you can have something that you like. Okay. Some yeah, actually agree. It looks better. Make them red. Okay. Anyway, never mind. Okay, so you select this path. You can actually do a lot of things about it. See, I can copy. I can make a copy. See, I make a copy. See, I can make a copy. See, you use Alt and drag. It's the same thing. Alt and drag. It's like exactly how you do with the text. Okay. That's a copy. And for this one, what I can do is I can see there's one called stroke. Stroke. Yeah, it's called stroke. And you could actually click it. Then there's all kind of things you can do. You can change the type. I can change the type to kind of these kind of dotted dash line. I can make them thicker. You know, see this one. You know, you can make all kind of shapes you want. I like these dots. White dots works better too. Works pretty good to me too. You can make them bigger if you want. Just some kind of decorations. And your arrows, you can make arrows, but start and end. The arrows is here. You know, both ends. Just play with it. I think it's very, you can draw arrows. You can even make the arrows, you can make them bigger, smaller. So I think what's on the left side is too big. I can make them 20% this small. Or, well, actually not 20%, maybe 50%. No? Yeah, see whether or not you can do this. you go. There you go. Good, good, good. You did. Oh, you just, oh, you want to pop. You hold it. See, once you hold it, check. Yes. Sorry, what would you? You can.
I don't understand. I didn't make them. I
Good, good. Yeah. I hope you can have a way. It's way better than that. Perfect. Okay, make sure you have the arrows. Um, well, yeah, you don't have to. Just be aware you can do that. You good? Okay, perfect. Okay, all of you have this. Then for this line, actually, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm not really gonna use it, but I'm gonna borrow it. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna introduce another tool. It's called, see, we're talking about the type tool, right? We also have another tool, type on a pass. So this is actually a pass, right? I click the type on a pass tool. Once you'll see, once I hover over this pass, there's a plus sign. I click, then I can type, whatever I want. I can type, you can write a paragraph, you can write a poem, you know, you just type whatever over there, things like that, you can make them bigger or smaller if you want. And I drag it on. I can drag it down. So I have a text that is in the bottom. Well, actually, I'm gonna say something. Let me see. Okay. This is a design that includes plan, section, and perspective. It aims to provide comfortable spaces for people. Okay, something like that.
Yeah.
And we can do the same thing. You can say this is a design. I can make it red, comfortable. I can make them bigger. Plan section perspective. I can make them another color. Comfortable. Blue. Okay. Yeah. Here's your view, okay? You good? Good? You good? Okay.
Good. This is INdesign. You write the machine and that's.
That's not okay. Let's close and open again, so. Good, good. I love you did that. Close it and open again, yeah, minimize it. Okay, okay, a lot of you did that. Okay, so that's good. We had to have a basis, okay, of our board. Then the next thing is move the image on. It's very simple actually. You just drag, literally drag. So see, I open this folder in Windows. I just drag it in, and I draw a box. They will follow my box. So I drag the first one, I drag the second one, I drag the third one, the fourth one. So that's pretty much, well, this one's kind of blurry, but you know the drill. Yeah. It's because I downloaded blurry, but and what's cool about this is you see they automatically have guides. See, oh, they align this way, they align that way, they align the other way, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. They align the other way, right? So one thing I want you to so one thing I want you, so we kind of learn a lot about text, right? Shapes like paths, like arrows, that kind of thing, right? About images, it's actually another very powerful thing. Okay. Here you can actually, for example, like this photo, right? I don't need every part of it. I don't need, because see here, these bars, you can actually, they have an image and they have a container, like a box, right? So you can move the box. You see, they'll cover something. See, you can even make them super tiny like that. And you can move them around. Okay, so that's how you, but people will ask, okay, I have the image like this, right? How I make them bigger? How I make them bigger, right? I make the box bigger, but the image doesn't become big. What you do is you double click, you can go inside, and then you can drag them bigger and smaller. That's the first way to do it. Okay, you double click. See, they have this kind of brownish, brown orange-ish box, and you can make them bigger and smaller. Okay. In my case, I probably align them this way. I probably see my plan view is too big. I make them a little bit smaller. The box like this. And this perspective view is too big too, so I make them a little bit smaller. And the box like here. And I want them aligned all to the bottom. So it turns out in my case, it turns out it looks like this, but in your case, you probably have better ways to do, okay? And I make a little bit lower, things like that. Again, you know, you can double click and you can move them around. So just remember the double click trick. So okay. So yeah, and also make sure they're aligned, okay? Oh yeah, you just drag. See, you open the windows, you just drag them in. Once you drag them in, see, you have these options and you draw a box. They will follow that box. The other cool thing is again, you guys don't have to do this, but let me show you the other cool thing about this is they actually update automatically. Like for example, I have this photo. See this photo? This is a plan view, right? If I open Photoshop, say, okay, your professor say, your plan view is kind of too bright, you know. If I open Photoshop, let me edit this plan view. Yeah, you don't have to do this. I just want you guys know. Actually, they have this functionality is if I see this is the plan image I do, right? I move this to InDesign. If I open this one in Photoshop, I just want to do some changes on it. Okay, I do this one in Photoshop. I by the way, how I changed it to black and white? Anybody remember? Anybody remember? Yeah. Yes, saturation. You go to image adjustments, hue and saturation, and I can make them black and white. So I can make them like look like this, right? If I click OK, I click save, just save it. And then if I go back to my InDesign, see it automatically show it. So InDesign is actually just a platform, okay? If you change the image in in your computer or something, they will automatically show it. They will update it for you, okay? That's another cool thing. Like for this one, you can if you draw something, like this one, if I let's say this one, if I draw a box on it, red box, and then save it, you go back to InDesign, you'll see they have this sign, you click the update. So, just be aware of that, okay? Okay, good. So that's how you move images, make them bigger, smaller, and then we can add a new text. We can add new text, the same thing, okay? Here, you can say plan view. This is a plan view. And this is perspective view 1. And just copy and paste. Let's put this on the kind of in the bottom of the photo, the corner, left corner. Section view. So yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like for now. And it clicks. And I think this is a good time to take screenshot or save. At least save. So I will save it. I click save. Give a name like design poster. I save it into download or documents. So go to download, save it. So go to file, save, and you can use that. Yeah. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I probably move the whole thing left a little bit because I'm gonna write some like a design statement. Maybe move on to the right. Maybe move on to the right a little bit, or just too much. To the right a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna write some design statement. What I'm gonna do is again, I draw a box. And I just type in whatever, right? And then just copy paste. So it looks like a paragraph, okay? Okay. So one thing about this, just put some random text over there. Just imagine now, usually a board will have images and a paragraph, like design statement. Usually people do that, right? And I'm gonna put a name on it to say design statement. statement. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Good. Perfect, perfect. You guys. Learn so fast. Feel like two classes last year. But really,
I don't know. See, what's the-
yeah, right click, uh, arrange. Yes. Actually, that's a good idea. So, if you wanna, yeah, actually, she had a great idea. So you can actually bring to the front, like, see here, I can move this in here and right click, arrange, bring to front. You see, you can bring this thing to front. You can, so like cover the image a little bit, right? You can even do something like this. You know, you can do something like this if you want, okay? That's actually a good idea. If you want something to cover something, just right click and bring and go to arrange and bring to front. That's basically what it is. Okay. But I think at this point, it's very I think for the beginning, to begin with, I think it's a very good layout. All the layout, you just want to make sure things are, aligned, text are clear, just these kind of basic things, okay? There's another thing I didn't show you is this text box. Actually, if you see here, I think the text is too big. Text box too big. If you make them smaller, here, you will see you have this annoying like plus sign. Okay, why this plus sign is because there are more text. So there's sometimes you see this plus sign. If you type something and you see the plus sign, just be aware that it didn't show all the text. Okay, so you have to make the box bigger to show them all. That's just what this plus sign. Um, what else? Well, the other cool thing is, in terms of format, right? Like for example, this piece of text, I think it's very important. I want to make them the same as this yellow thing, right? What you can do, there's another tool. Actually, there's a lot of tool, but there's not much tool that we only need the tools that I show you, I think. So there's one tool called eyedropper tool. What you can do is you can click, see this yellow. Shoot. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do actually. So you use the eyedropper tool. If you click and you can select the text and they will change exact same format as others. Okay, so that's another thing I think is useful when you're moving forward. Okay, because some of you want to make sure all the fonts are consistent, format are consistent. So this eyedropper tool is another very, very important tool. Okay. Okay, so we are at this point. I think, yeah, it's pretty good. But the issue is this box so annoying. Yeah, this box is so annoying, right? You don't want to show people a poster looks like this with boxes. All you need to do is just go to view. Where is it? I think is. Oh yeah, you go to screen mode. If you go to preview, the boxes will disappear. You go to view, go to screen mode, and you go to preview. If you go to normal, they will show all the boxes. If you go to preview, it will just show, okay, this is how it looks like. Go to view, screen mode, and preview. Okay. Pretty nice, huh? Okay. So actually, we said today is like a screenshot, but actually we don't have to do screenshot today. We just submit this poster. Today's like we call it in cloud as assignment, right? But the issue is this is super important. Okay, you say, okay, hey, Jan, I did this poster. I want to share with you, and I have this a lot, right? Even last year, like the final assignment. You don't want to share InDesign to other people. The reason is InDesign actually, because you see this photo, like for example, this photo, right? This photo is actually not inside InDesign. It's inside your computer. That's why when you change this photo, you update it here. So this is almost like just like a container, you know. So every time when you share InDesign file to others, the photos in there is gonna miss. It's gonna miss. The people who receive your InDesign file won't see the photo. Okay, that's the issue. So what you gotta do every single time you want to share something to other people, you want package them. So what I want to so what we're gonna do for now is we go to file. There's one called package. To the package. It's very simple. You just click package. And they have a whole bunch of things, you know. You just click and then you click package. They will say, you know, must be saved before continuing. I just click save. And you know, folder name, you know, I created in downloads, I click package, click OK. So they will do something for me. And then I go to my downloads. I have a folder, and this folder has all the files I need. See here, they have the InDesign file, they have the images in the file, and they have a PDF. So you save your time, you know. So in the future, a lot of you have your portfolio, right? You actually just do this package thing, you know. So you have all the files with you. You can actually just give them a flash drive and you know share all this package to them so they can open it, right? But for today, you know, all you need to do is you have a PDF, right? You just submit this PDF to the in the end, okay. That's one thing. One thing to submit is this. Okay, so this is InDesign, and we only have so a lot of people do the InDesign is one is create a poster, right? Poster just one page, right? I'm pretty sure all of you, either you want to do your resume or you want to do your portfolio. Some of you probably use this to do that, okay? Because it's pretty simple, you know. If you want, you can put the photos on it, right? You can put text, you know. So how to do multiple pages? That's another thing you can do. If you go to page, it's pretty simple, super simple actually. You go to pages, see the pages. All you need to do is there's a plus sign here, create a new page. So now you have street page. Okay. Now you have street page. Then what's cool?
And see like.
Oh yeah, this they call it like a front page.
Okay.
And then when you do like printing, there's like a
It's like a book, but like it does. One more.
yeah, the top one is just people just see the top one is like a cover page. And then this is the first page that means that. Or if you don't like that, you can actually what you can do is you can duplicate. I think you can duplicate page. You just right click, duplicate, because spread, and then so then when you print, you just get rid of the first page. It just default, they didn't do that way, so. But what I want to show you, what's cool is, let me try it first. Uh, so what's cool about this is, actually I do see here. I have this page. See, I'm gonna create. I have this page. Actually, you want to duplicate. That's what I think you do want to duplicate. The first page, yeah, you want to duplicate. That's better, I think. But either way, so there's another very cool function. So see, you have your portfolio. You have another design in here, and you want them aligned. You want to see this title in the same exact place as this page. How you do it? It's very simple. You just right click and then copy. And then when you right click again in this page, there's paste in place. If you click, they will show up in the exact same place in the other page. The same with all other things you do. So when you copy and you paste in place, they will show up in the exact same place. I think that's another very important thing. Is when you have multiple pages, you need things in the exact same place. That's how you do it. See, right click, paste in place. That's pretty much all you do. The same with this side, You see, I can select them all, copy, paste in place. So paste in place, yeah. Click off and see. Yes, there you go. Yeah, nice poster. Also, you have a great design kind of sense, like a sense of color, sense of layout. All of you did very well on this one. So this is another thing, okay? And when we're moving forward, there's a lot of other things in InDesign too. So, but I didn't show you all, but I think this is a great starting point. And then, yeah, so I think you guys should be able to do this. Then I'm going to do is, let me see whether or not, okay, I did record it, that's cool. Okay, then I'm going to talk about the final project. So, there are actually two things to submit. What? You good? It did look familiar, right? Okay, so that's the point. That's the point. Because I know you guys are doing this, right? Some of you are doing this. But I know a lot of you have been planning, probably not doing this. So I just want to just see, because I know you guys are doing this with hand, right? Maybe there's another way. So you do it digitally, both. So you probably, give you guys kind of benefit, right? You do same project twice. Save your time and understanding and all others, right? So what we're trying to do is we have this plan view. You can change the plan view, you don't have to, but this is line work, right? What exactly this is something is your design. You can pick, right? This can be a water pool or sandbox or a month, whatever you can design whatever you want. I think in your class this is like a house, right? In this case, it doesn't have to be. It can be anything, okay? But just read my read my statement. The first thing that's very key is the size of design board. It's 11 by 17. Okay, it's 11 by 17. It's like what we did today. It's 11 by 17. That's the first thing to remember. The second is in terms of drawing, we need a plan, sections, and perspective. We need one plan one section and two perspective. That's probably too small. Let me make it bigger. So this is pretty much, I think it's the end, pretty much look exact same. Very similar with what we do today. Okay, we will have 4 photos, right? One is the plan, section, perspective. What's different is the photo itself, right? The photo need to match with that plan, right? The plan is just a start, okay? So, and it's the same design. Right now, all those photos are, they're not just randomly picked from somewhere else, right? So, and you can do that, in terms of drawing, right? You can, the plan view, of course, we do a lot of plan view, right? In Photoshop, we do a lot of plan view in Photoshop. Sections, you can do in Photoshop, or you can do it in SketchUp. Perspective, you just do the SketchUp model and then take screenshot and move it in, right? So it's basically, so what do you, I have some like a requirement of steps, but basically, it's kind of very similar with previous islands assignment. In the island assignment, you guys have a SketchUp model. Basically, you already have 2 perspectives, right? The perspective. The only difference is you need to draw a plan view. Plan view is like a previous, like our campus design kind of way, right? See how you draw a good plan view with this. So, you control it. There's no one way to do it. There's multiple ways to do it. Okay. And you can even simplify this. Okay. It doesn't have to be. I think the only requirement is use this as a star, but you can change. The line should be the same in terms of what the material should be. You can change. Even the trees, I think even the trees is flexible. Okay, you don't have to have a tree in it. Okay, it's just those hard lines. Okay, are the one. This is like a thick black lines. Those are the. Just keep those the same, and all others is your design. Yes.
You were given section and 2 perspectives should be of the.
Should what?
It should be like of the drawings.
Yeah. It's all gonna be this one. Yeah, if a section, you need a section from, you can cut from either way. Yeah, we just need a section to show, what's the 3D looks like. The section view, you need to put people, section, basically actually section and the both perspective and section, you need to put people in there. Right, so we know the 3D size, like how big the people. So yeah, you can cut. I probably cut from here or there. You can also cut diagonally, either way. It's something that I think, just do more practice and you guys should be able to have the skills to do it now. So what I'm trying to do, if I do it, I will, draw in AutoCAD. Remember how we draw AutoCAD, right? I will draw in AutoCAD to trace the lines. Once I trace this plan, the AutoCAD, I can draw some new things if I want in AutoCAD. And then I can use Photoshop to add colors and materials on it. And then I import the AutoCAD to SketchUp and do whatever in SketchUp. That's pretty much probably what I would do. The other thing that's very important, let me see what else that I want. That's the next thing I'm gonna talk about. So, okay, so this is the first thing, right? Then the other question, you probably have a question about the size, like how big this is supposed to be. Okay. I keep it flexible, okay, but you need to be reasonable. Here to here, there's no way to be 1 mile. There's no way to be 10 feet or 5 feet, right? So here to here, how many feet, you can define it, but it needs to be reasonable, okay? I can tell when you have a perspective, you have people in there, it's, the people is super tiny, like a stand, or the people is, because it's supposed to be, if a tree is this big, a tree is usually like 50 feet or 30 feet, right? So I think should be in a ramp, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like about 100 to like 200 feet, Um. So the science is flexible, okay, but you need to be aware of it, okay. It's a design. It's actually a design project. It's not like you have to do exactly the same thing. Like, yeah.
Okay.
So say I'm gonna be here.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, by the way, what's the schedule looks like? Like next week?
Next, I guess we don't have.
We don't have class on next week, right? Okay. Yeah, but I will be available through Zoom, or you can just call me, and we have a TA like Zipong, you can connect with him if you have any questions. This is due 9th. We have to do it nice because I have to post grades. In that Monday. So okay, this is the first thing, and the second thing is the AI. It's just something that I want you guys to try, but it's not like a huge thing. It's basically you have this photo, right? You just put this photo in whatever you learned, and then generate another photo, and then post it. Just submit it, and there is also a link. I think you guys went through this, right? You just put your prompt on there and submit it. It's pretty simple, right? It's just another way. I just want you guys to kind of have a feel on it, because a lot of companies already start doing this already. So, want you guys to kind of have a feel on it. Is that good? It's hard, or yeah?
I don't know about what is the best option for this?
SketchUp.
You just move the sketch around.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yes, there you go.
Restart. Huh? We did that. It just got better. It just you have to turn the camera.
Like that's a good question. I think see here. See this assignment? All of you did this. That's a perspective. Yeah.
Where have you gone?
You guys already built your house. This, to be honest, this should be easier than your house. Right? Okay, here's guys. I really appreciate this is a hell of a semester, and I hope guys enjoy it. This is pretty much the last class I'm gonna give to you guys, but I will be here on Thursday.